Hi guys, this is your main Max, aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So for today, right, we'll be reviewing the Gattuso SBC. He was actually just released. So let's take a look at the price first. So it comes up to about close to 400k. You have 13 weeks to craft him. Right, so let's look at the stats. So look at the traits first. So he doesn't have any finesse shot or outside the foot shot, which is understandable given that he's most likely an out-and-out defensive midfielder. The difference right now is he actually has 5-star skill moves, which will be really handy in the midfield. With 3-star weak foot, right? Medium-high work rate, which is perfect for that defensive midfield slot. He has a very unique body type, which is stocky. It's not seen very often. So the issue I have here is probably with the pace, right? He has 80 acceleration with 80 sprint speed. That really needs some boosting. Attack positioning at 74 and shot power at 78. And finishing is only at 62. So vision is at 82 and short passing is at 88. Long passing is at 83. So the agility might be a bit of a concern as well at 74. Balance is fine at 84. So reactions is actually top tier, 96. So the ball control and dribbling is also 84 and 81 respectively. Composure is at 87. So for his defending stats, right, it's actually quite good, right? Everything it's 93 and above. Stamina is very good at 95 and his aggression is 97, so expect to win the ball back with him when he tackles. So I think there are a couple of camp styles you can give him, right? You can actually give him the shadow, but I feel like with his defending stats, right, being so close to 99, I don't think that is actually necessary. But you can also give him the engine, but I think he needs that maximum pace boost, right? So for me personally, I will go with the catalyst, right, just to improve that passing as well as improving that acceleration and sprint speed, right, maxing it out, right, get the +8 on it. So this will be the team that we'll be rocking Gattuso in. I think there's only one position for him really. That's the central defensive midfield slot. So he will be playing as a central defensive midfielder with stay back while attacking, stay on the edge of box for crosses, as well as cover center, right, in a 4-3-2-1 formation. And then subsequently, I might change and, take off all the instructions and maybe try him out as a box to box and, see how his AI is. Yeah, and hopefully he's good, man. Let's see how he plays. I think his agility and balance feels fine. His dribbling feels alright. Don't think there's a huge issue there. I mean, the Elastico, it's like kind of slow. Turning with that agility, it feels fine. It feels fine, but the skill moves seems to come off like really slowly. The dribbling is fine though. Alright, good pass by Gattuso.
He has options available. Zidane, can he put it in? And there it is, the breakthrough. Nkunku.
Alright.
Xabi Alonso.
Despite that catalyst that we applied on him, right? Good tackle by Gattuso. Wins the ball as well, or things you love to see. You literally just came in, right? Could you unban my request? I don't think I've seen you before. Alright, Gattuso basically takes the guy out and takes the ball. So on first thoughts, right, it seems like his tackling is really good. Gets the ball. Because the SBC requirements are the same, right?
Promising move this from the spicy boys. Chance to finish. Well, the goal going so swimming. And possession lost by big trouble. Excellent refereeing. Advantage in operation. Is it going to be a goal?
For all FIFAs, man. Really, like, I don't know. I don't really think it's random. Not for the bigger streamers anyway. Alright, that was a good tackle by Gattuso. Again, he wins the ball.
Gattuso. Zinedine Zidane.
A good pass.
Nkunku has it. Chance here. And a goal!
Alright, look at Gattuso. This guy is a defensive beast, man. I have to say his defensive positioning is very, very good. You look at the amount of interceptions he have. Better than Alonso, in my opinion. A good pass. Right, Gattuso makes that forward run, right? I actually gave him the instruction to run forward.
Zidane. A glorious chance. It's got to be. And a goal to Alonso.
Alright, another good tackle by Gattuso, right? That was a tackle by Gattuso.
And fed forwards. This could finish it. And in all likelihood.
But it seems like
Gattuso.
being a pro, you can't really make much money. Roughly about 3 to 4 months. I think I'm into my 4th month right now.
Oh, fancy footwork. Zidane. Gattuso on the ball. Nkunku. Chance to take the lead.
Yep, got him. Hey, come on.
Oh, good play this. But not everything.
Well, he didn't contribute enough in that.
Yep, Gattuso. Guys, look at that. Gattuso challenge.
He was far too static. In my
Looks like what he would do in real life, man.
runs behind this
But-
back line in the second half.
My guy basically took him out.
Mbappe.
Yep, Gattuso again.
Fine challenge.
It's the kind of cut that if you don't do, you're gonna regret for the whole game, man.
Well, he has the measure of his man. Gennaro Gattuso. Ceballos.
That is how you score a goal, my friend.
Gennaro Gattuso. It's with Dani Ceballos. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Mbappe. And now Ceballos. Ceballos! The game has been turned on its head. They
I'm not gonna get hit by a kickoff from this rat. Yep, Gattuso. Let's go, Gattuso. So after playing 3 games with Gattuso, right, in that CDM spot, right, I actually want to try him out to see what his base characteristic of his card is. So we're going to be playing him in a 3-5-2. He's going to be playing as one of 2 central midfielders, right? No instructions, just cover center. So I basically just want to try out and see what his base characteristic of the card is. Yeah, and you know, let's see how he plays, man.
field, and the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to.
Alright, good win by Gattuso there.
Good technique displayed.
Alright, good run by Gattuso. I sent him on that run.
Dani Ceballos. And the spicy boys moving the ball forward with purpose. To take the lead. And it's there for him. And it's in. To the ball.
That was a simple pass, Mbappe. Simple pass, bro. Gattuso got his leg to the ball but couldn't retain it.
Here's Ben Yedder. Well, the timing was
So even without the instructions, right, Gattuso still tracks back.
Kylian
Just that
Mbappe.
it's not as quick as he did if he had the stay back while attacking instructions.
Between the posts. Sergio Ramos plays with Samuel Umtiti in central defence. Gennaro Gattuso starts alongside Zinedine Zidane in central midfield. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. It's still there for him. And a goal right off the bat. Jonathan Klaus. On attacking possibilities. Mbappe. And a goal! He's done. Gattuso on the ball. Mbappe. Now with Capdevila. That was Zidane. Can he put it away? Capdevila. Surely.
Oh my, please don't quit. Shit. So we managed to play 5 games with Gattuso, right? He doesn't have any attacking returns. So let's talk about the pros of the card. So for me, right, I think Gattuso is actually exceptionally good defensively. Like his defensive AI is, I would say, top class. He definitely plays up to his stats of 96 interceptions, 94 defensive awareness, 95 stand tackle. And whenever he tackles, right, because of his 97 aggression, he does get the ball as well, which is something that I notice a lot. So another thing that I was quite surprised with Gattuso is, I know the stats says that he has a 80 acceleration, right? After the catalyst cam style that we've gave him, right, he actually goes up to an 88, but I think he feels way faster in game, right? He's tracking back, right? In terms of recovering to that central defensive midfield spot is really quick. His transition when you jockey with Gattuso, right, it's actually very fast as well. So that is something that was a pleasant surprise for me. What else? I think his passing is like relatively decent, right? His passing is relatively decent, and yeah, I think that's about it from me. So let's talk about the cons of the card. I feel like his dribbling, right, it's just not that smooth, right? He feels a little bit clunky, probably due to his 74 agility, right, in conjunction with his unique stocky body type that he has. So that is something that is a con for me, right? And his dribbling is also 81 as well, right? So yeah, that's probably the only con for me. So I forgot to mention that another pro, it's the 5-star skill moves, right? Definitely really handy. So let's move over here. So I actually gave him the catalyst cam style because I feel like he needs that pace. So if you guys actually want to experiment with the cam styles, right, I think that engine chemistry style might be a good shout, right? Try the engine chemistry style on him, see whether his pace is good enough for you being at 84, right? Because he was actually very fast for me when I actually have the +8 acceleration on him. So you guys can try the engine chemistry style on him, right? Like I mentioned, I don't think shadow is necessary simply because his defensive stats is all, it's already all 90, 94 and above, the important ones. So for me personally, I like him on the catalyst. What is Gattuso's best position? I think without doubt is that CDM role, right? You definitely want to play him beside somebody who's a box-to-box midfielder. So let's actually compare him to some similar cards, right? So we actually have the Xabi Alonso SBC, which is actually still out right now for another 26 days or so. So Xabi Alonso is 400k. Is 4-star, high work rate, average body type. I have actually tried this card out, and for those who watch my regular streams, you guys know that I'm not a big fan of Xabi Alonso. I know some people say that Alonso actually works really well for them, but when I actually played him, he felt like a passenger. He has a 0 attacking presence, right? Granted, he might be a defensive midfielder, right, you might say. But the important thing is he doesn't do anything defensively for me as well, right? Not much. I think Gattuso is way superior to Alonso, whether in terms of defensive AI, in terms of the speed as well. I think Gattuso is faster, even though both of them have the same exact pace. So without doubt, I would take Gattuso over Alonso. So if you're thinking about replacing Alonso with Gattuso, I would say go ahead. We also have Makelele as well, right? The World Cup version. He is 3-star, 4-star, low high work rate with the average body type. So Makelele is probably a bit faster with 87 acceleration and 84 sprint speed, right? It's probably more agile as well, 88 agility with 93 balance as well. So defensively, Makelele is actually very good, right? Top class as well. So of course I would take Makelele over Gattuso, but I'm just doing a comparison for you guys, right, to have a value perspective of how much Gattuso is actually worth based on his playing capabilities. So if you ask me, right, I feel personally, right, that Gattuso plays the most similar, right, to Locatelli, right. We have this showdown SBC quite some time back, right, bargain at 86k, absolute beast of a central defensive midfielder, 3-star, 4-star, medium high work rate as well, right. So I feel like they actually play really similar in game. I don't think that there's much to separate them. Yeah, I mean, if I have Locatelli, I probably would recommend you not to do Gattuso because I feel they're actually very similar in game, right? I just feel like Locatelli probably has a little bit more attacking presence compared to Gattuso, who usually just sits in front of the midfield. And again, regular viewers, or if you guys watch my reviews regularly, right, even on YouTube, right, you guys would know that this guy, Fofana, right, he's still in my team right now. I would say it's up there as one of the best value SBCs in the game, right? He was released so long ago, and he's still within the power curve right now. 4-star, 4-star, high work rates, right? Terrific top tier central defensive midfielder. Maybe a bit lacking on the dribbling as well as the attacking, but you know, if you have Fofana in your team, you don't have to worry. So again, if you have Fofana, I would say you don't need to do Gattuso to replace him in your team. I think Fofana is pretty safe. The last question to answer is, where does Gattuso go, right, in the tier list? If you are talking about out and out central defensive midfielder, right, I have to say, right, I will actually give him a high A tier, almost S tier. Because you guys have to understand, right, we are actually just 16 days away from team of the season, right? I know Gattuso is great as a central defensive midfielder, but in 16 days, we're probably going to have players who are terrific central defensive midfielders, but their dribbling is going to feel way better, right? And they're probably going to give you some attacking presence as well, right? So that is why I'm going to give him like a high A tier, but make no mistake, he's a top tier central defensive midfielder. Right? It's just that with team of the season so near, I personally wouldn't do the SBC. So let's take a look at the value. So he's actually 400k, and you have 13 weeks to craft him. You know, I think if right now, if you really need a out and out defensive midfielder, you know, you can do him. But I would say probably in 16 days time, right, there probably would be cards better than Gattuso, and maybe at a one third of his price, probably you can get a central defensive midfielder from team of the season, right, that can play as well as Gattuso defensively, and offensively they can offer you something, and the dribbling will be better than Gattuso as well, probably for about 150k to 200k, knowing the market in this FIFA. So I've actually come to the end of the review, right? If you guys enjoyed the review, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more trading videos, player reviews, how to craft SBCs, right, anything FIFA related, right, hit that sub button. Alright guys, until then, I'm out. Take care guys.